We opened up a position a couple of months back for a junior medical officer. A vacancy was published and we had 600 plus applications for single position. And it was not the scenario like a couple of years back.
We are honored to welcome Dr. Shermila Jayasinghe, the Director of Medicine at Northwest Hospital and Health Service Australia, and the CEO and founder of Life in Focus.
Simply because the demand is high from the candidates. The awareness is more through social media and widely available digital platforms about these systems. So a lot of doctors are aware about these pathways than ever before, and itself increases the awareness, and everybody wants to try the Australian healthcare system, because the impression about Australian healthcare system, work-life balance and remuneration, benefits, so many things. Now it's approaching a wide audience than ever before. So people want to come in and work in Australia. So on top of that, the world political and economical crisis have also contributed. So some countries, people started migrating in mass scales, the doctors. So all these factors came in to play a role in increasing competition in job market in Australia. It happens at junior level as well as senior level. So nowadays, because I'm a committee member of the RACP, so currently sitting at screening overseas specialists who are coming to Australia. So I have been sitting in this role for about a couple of years now. So when we first started doing this screening program in the college committees, the number of applications we had from specialists are limited. But now for every monthly meeting, we have like double the number of applications we are going through. So that shows the increasing demand. So itself, because the jobs are not multiplying in the same order. So that's where the bottleneck happens. So much demand from the doctors, and there's only limited number of vacancies. So that creates a competitiveness, but it has not completely saturated yet. Still there's place for the doctors, but you have to be extremely structured and competitive. You have to be competitive in the process, not like before. Short-term specialist pathway is for specialists who want to gain some level of extra experience or skills in the Australian healthcare system for a short period of time. That's only for 2 years period of time. That does not allow you to work in indefinitely in Australia. So that's for your training purposes. So you have to leave the country at the end of this training. Specialist assessment, overseas trained specialist pathways are conducted by multiple specialists. The purpose of that pathway is to assess your existing specialist qualifications against Australian trained specialists. So it's a comparison and a comparability assessment of your existing qualifications against Australian standards. So the colleges run this process. These are very complex processes which has multiple layers of processing, and so at the end of this process, the colleges decide what is your comparability compared to Australian trained specialist. So they give you an outcome. They tell you whether you are non-comparable, whether you are equally comparable, or you are partially comparable. So this, after this assessment, you get like a skill assessment in other industries. We call it skill assessment. So this is a little bit comparative to a skill assessment. So the colleges run that assessment, and then they tell you what is your comparability, and then you have to go and find a suitable job. So that's the idea of a specialist assessment. So if you find the right job, if you complete the required training objectives, then you can gain specialist qualification from Australia as well. Within the last 2 years, Australia introduced another pathway called Expedited Specialist Pathway. That is a streamlined, fast-tracked pathway to take specialists into Australian healthcare system faster, because the Australian government identified that in certain specialities there are like significant gaps in service care delivery. So they wanted to attract rightly skilled, rightly qualified doctors quicker to the system. So they introduced this pathway, but there are a lot of caveats in this pathway. This is only available and eligible to the doctors who are coming from comparable countries like UK, Ireland, Canada, New Zealand, and according to the specialty there are countries listed. So only the candidates from those countries with right qualifications can be eligible under this pathway. So not many countries become eligible under the expedited pathway. Area of need actually is a geographically defined position. So let's say it's a very rural position in Australia, and location, the location has difficulty in attracting specialists, and then we can lodge a special request to assess that position as an area of need position. That's a separate process for that, and if that process is approved and the position is approved as area of need specialist position, then this hospital can attract doctors, overseas doctors, to fulfill those processes. But again, the application has to go through the college and get approved as a specialist process under area of need.
For doctors who are listening to this podcast, Doctor is also available on GooCampusWorld.com. If you're looking for a session with Doctor, do reach out to us. We will request Doctor to open a slot for you, after which you can book, you can have your session.